That breaking news tonight is at the Justice Center in downtown St. Louis, where detainees have taken over part of the jail once again, smashing windows and setting fires. All of this starting just within the last hour. News 4's Alexis Odos is live for us tonight outside the Justice Center. Alexis, what are you seeing? What are you hearing? What's going on down there?
Sam, this is a chaotic scene for really the second time in around a month. Inmates have broken out of their cells here at the City Justice Center, have broken windows. Take a look. You can see it behind me. You can see those inmates in the windows. We've counted around at least a dozen that we can see up there. I just spoke with Sheriff Vernon Betts, who says they believe there are around 60 inmates who have broken out. But you can see them up there. You can see they are holding signs. They have been screaming out at people on the street. Actually, if I let Brian pan over here, you can see all these folks that are really been yelling back at the inmates. Some of them are family members of people who are locked up here at the City Justice Center. The crowd control is really non-existent. There are no police officers right here in front of the jail. There are some that are working to get this situation under control. I want to get you to some of the video. We're rolling on that video right now. This was recorded off of Facebook. You can see what this situation looked like as it was unfolding. Inmates broke out the windows. They also set things on fire. That fire was put out. They were throwing objects out of the window. And again, an extremely chaotic scene. Sheriff Vernon Betts telling me that right now no guards to his knowledge have been injured. They are assessing the situation. They do believe there might be some inmates that have been injured in this situation, but that's all preliminary information. I want to come out back onto the scene right now and give you another picture. You can see that there are people underneath the windows. Inmates are throwing things down to them. In February, this happened. You can see on the 4th floor, the boarded up windows, when the last situation, the last disturbance happened here at the City Justice Center, those windows not even fixed. Right now, the question of who is in charge is a really good question. Just this week, the city's public safety director, Jimmy Edwards, he stepped down, resigning. So I asked Sheriff Vernon Betts just moments ago, who is in charge right now? He says he thinks it's him. He says he has been yelling up at the inmates from the street, saying they're trying to work with them. But he also tells me that there are police that are working to establish the situation. We have reached out to the mayor's office. Let me read you the brief statement that the mayor's office sent us. They said that they are aware of a disturbance on the 3rd floor of the City Justice Center and that authorities are responding accordingly. They didn't have any more information at this time. That was about 30 minutes ago that I got that statement from the mayor's office. We are working again to get the latest on what's being done to control this situation. But I can tell you, I've been here for 30 minutes now, and the situation is unchanged. Those inmates are still in the window. They are still throwing objects out on the streets below. We have heard chants of free certain people. We've heard chants of we want court dates. One woman down here said that her husband is locked up, that he hasn't been able to get a court date, and that's why this is happening. But again, the second time in just around a month that inmates have been able to break out of their cells, have been able to shatter and break windows, light fires, and throw objects out on the streets below. We are going to continue to monitor this situation and bring you the latest. We do know, we want to tell you right now that this street here in front of City Hall, Tucker, is shut down to the public. They do have that blocked off for police at Clark and Tucker, as well as up at Market and Tucker. We will continue to stay on the situation, monitor it. With any new developments, we'll bring it back to you.
Alexis, we should mention, yes, this is the 3rd time that inmates and detainees there at the city jail have taken over. This is the 3rd time since December that this has happened. You mentioned the last one happened in early February, almost a month ago today. Alexis, we can let you go there. We're going to continue. We're going to go back out live to Alexis. Did you have something else that we needed to know? Something you wanted to add?
No, I was just going to say we're going to continue monitoring this situation. We'll bring you any updates as we get them.
Okay. All right, Alexis, we will, as you mentioned, continue to monitor that situation at the jail, bring you updates throughout the newscast. We'll check in with Alexis here in a little bit.